This gold football that has my name on it, and it is to commemorate the 50th anniversary of the Super Bowls. And I just never forget, as a kid, watching all the Super Bowl games and watching Monday Night Football, and my mom said, it's time to go to bed, but I said, no, Mom, I want to play pro football one day. And I never would have ever thought that when my dad took me outside to kind of throw the ball around, that this ball would have taken me places. But I want to tell young students, the ball without education and without the proper mentoring is a disaster. So I encourage the young people that they have to develop character, because football by itself is a non-transferable skill. But you can take everything that you learn from the coaches and the teachers, you can take with you and you can apply it, and you can parlay the game from the playing field to the game of life, and then come back and help the next generation on their journey.
This is Steve Leibowitz for Win News. 30 devout Christian NFL football players, past and present, visited Israel. As part of their visit, they stopped at the Shalva National Center in Jerusalem and played football with youngsters. The players say the trip to the Holy Land was unforgettable.
It's been amazing. I love kids. I love our youth. And it's just to see the joy of everyone here, the workers, the volunteers, and the kids themselves. And the positive attitude has been amazing.
It's an amazing visit from NFL players, former and present, a number of guys wearing Super Bowl rings.
This is the Super Bowl ring from Super Bowl III. This man here played with Joe Namath as quarterback when he predicted that he was going to win. I'm actually old enough to remember that game, and I saw it.
The New York Jets and the Baltimore Colts are ready for the opening kickoff.
That was the game that changed the NFL. And, you know, and I had most of my family didn't believe we were going to win.
Jets will be spreading out with Bate Turner, and Earl Christie is the deep man.
When they flipped the coin in the beginning, I said, oh, man, come on, I don't want to fumble this ball. If I mess up, I wouldn't be talking to you right now.
You took the kickoff.
Yeah, the opening kickoff, man. And knowing that I'm warming up, that I'm going to be the first person to touch the ball.
Tell me, now you're here in Israel, what has surprised you about your visit here?
Well, you know the most important thing? How friendly the people are and how the Holy Spirit is in here.
What are you going to tell people when they say Israel's too dangerous? What are you going to tell them?
Oh, they don't know what they're talking about. The love of the Lord is here, and we know that Jesus walked here. What an honor and a privilege. No.
The play fake, and down he goes. Ellis Wims, the second-year defensive end out of Mississippi State, with the sack.
Getting the chance to go and be baptized in the Jordan River, like I sent that picture like straight to my mom, like, Mom, you got to see this. So, you know, my mom was there when I was baptized as a kid, and to be able to send her that and show her that, and remember listening to my granddaddy singing about the Jordan River, you know, all these songs and these places that get talked about in church. And to be at a place like that where, you know, you've sung about it, and to be in it and actually get baptized there was phenomenal.
A 52-yard field goal. Matt Stover in his 17th year. It's up and perfect. Wow. 17 years in the league, and Matt Stover still has a whole lot left in that right leg. Good today from 32 yards, 43 yards, and now 52 yards. He's hit 29 in a row.
I've been baptized once before, but to renew my vows, to renew my faith with my brothers that I played with in the NFL has been a tremendous privilege, to walk with them, to be a part of their lives too, and now we can have that brotherhood even closer and that bond even closer than we had before.
The Bible says what the enemy meant for bad, God would turn around for good. And the Jewish people going through such a horrific time in their history, and now coming on the back end, they're so much stronger because of it.
What I'm going to be taking home back to my family and friends is that when I was in the Jewish home here in Jerusalem during Shabbat, it was an amazing experience to see how they came together with the traditions and the richness of family and love for one another, and being able to rest and let go of the week that came before them. I believe that the Sabbath is incredibly important for my personal walk, and to see that in an example like that was a great, great testimony for them and from their family.
I don't remember any point in this trip that people looked at us like they're outsiders, like what are they doing here? It was so inclusive. People will look at you and it's almost like they're looking in your soul. It's just like, I love you for you, brother. Like, how are you? Like, let's take a picture. Like, and that's before they even know we're athletes.
There's about 25 players and assistants that are here from the different teams, and one thing in common, they all have a heart for people. Coming to see what has been done here in Shalva is absolutely amazing. The growth and then also the scope of it in terms of the people that they help, the young people that they help, and all the way up till adulthood is just tremendous.
I've been in a lot of places in the States. The facilities here are just wonderful. The environment for kids here are wonderful. It's just a wonderful place, a wonderful facility, and I just can't believe a place like this actually exists for kids.
And it's for me as a kid who grew up in Vancouver and played a lot of football, it's an amazing, amazing opportunity, and I'm so delighted that they're taking the time on their Israel trip to come and see our children's, not disabilities, but their abilities. And I'm touched and so very grateful for what they bring to the field.
It's a true honor to have such superstars here, NFL players coming, sharing their talent with the kids, hugging them, giving them so much love. And the kids really, really loved it. They learned a whole new sport today. In this gym, they play basketball, soccer, judo with Ori Sasson, the judo medalist. But this is indeed a new sport today, football. And I think from now on, they'll be joining the Israeli Football League here at Shalva.
Our first award this evening is usually presented by Ted Rubenstein, the brother of our late executive director, Michael Rubenstein. Regretfully, Ted is unable to be here this evening, but the award is named in Michael's honor and is given to someone who has made a lasting impact on local, state, or a national level. Tyrone Keys, a member of the Hall of Fame class of 2009, is this year's winner. 25 years ago, this 7-year NFL veteran established the All-Sport Community Service Incorporated. Since that time, ASCS has raised millions of dollars to aid those looking for mentors in both the Tampa Bay and the Mississippi areas. ASCS is a way to highlight the power of educators to bring a multicultural, intergenerational mentor model to bear fruit for families, communities, and the world. At an early age, Tyrone recognized those that helped him along his path to manhood. Now he is working to provide mentorship and guidance to those young people in need of a push in the right direction. Tyrone is the 7th to receive this award, joining former winners Dave Boo Ferris, Ben Puckett, Archie Manning, George Bryan, Governor William Winter, and Ron Polk. Tyrone continues to connect with the roots from his beginnings to the present times. Let's bring up Mr. Tyrone Key.
And I know he's watching down from the heavens. My dad was one of my best friends, and he was there for me and my brothers. He used to catch the bus up to British Columbia to visit on a Greyhound bus, and because he wouldn't fly. But I wouldn't be here had not been for him. I don't even know if Mom know this, but we were on a camping trip, me and Dad, and fell in a river and a lake, and he ended up saving me. And he's been there for many, many other times, but I hadn't been close to water or a lake or a river since. But this past year, out of the blue, me and my wife, we were talking about going to Israel one day. And then I get an invite to go over with 20 former and current players to Israel. It was the first time, but I was looking at that water and my mind was going back to what happened. But it was the greatest experience to be with those guys that you played against, played with, and then now you're still watching. But the commonality of being with those guys for 10 days, it brought a new sense of reality to me. At the time, I realized until we learn to awaken the social and spiritual consciousness of the students, and we do that, and that the schools can become sanctuaries, and like it was when we were growing up. Coach Denson and I, he's in the Hall of Fame. How many people can say that their 7th grade teacher is in the Hall of Fame with them? Came back from Israel. We've been committed, my students and I, and mainly them, because I just love what they're doing. And we've been able to do Weapons of Love and just talk about it and show a lot of root to fruit stories. We've been able to bring back families. We got one mom who lost her son. The dad comes over and they kick off. The dad whose son killed her son, they actually are part of our MLK walks that we do. And we're just trying to awaken the social spiritual consciousness of the students. Sometimes it's called providence, and that's like a destiny. And when I came out of that water, and the gentleman who had baptized us that day, and his name was Johnny Shelton. But I tell you what, my mom was the foundation of our family. And my mom been there, took us to Billy Graham crusades.
And I start every day by saying, Lord, I want you to direct this day. I surrender this day to you. And it's a wonderful thing to walk through every day and to know that God is leading and God is directing. It's wonderful to go through every day and know that God has His protective host around you and nothing can touch a hair of your head without His permission.
Yes, it is. Don't you? I sing because I'm and children, darling, precious, loving, lovely children, I know, and how Mom knows on Mother's Day, that He watches.
Getting the chance to go and be baptized in the Jordan River, like I sent that picture like straight to my mom, like, Mom, you gotta see this. So, you know, my mom was there when I was baptized as a kid, and to be able to send her that and show her that, and remember listening to my granddaddy singing about the Jordan River.
I'd like to thank you all for being with me on this championship journey, which has brought me full circle from playing for Jackson Callaway Chargers to finishing my career with the San Diego Chargers. For many are the plans in a man's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails. Thank you all. God bless.
Just wanted to bless you with the saxophone. Here, well played.
Is Tyrone Keys, founder of All Sports Community Service. Some of us in the room are old enough to remember Tyrone as part of the 1985 Super Bowl champion Chicago Bears. He's the one playing the keyboard in the Super Bowl Shuffle, the Emmy-winning song that was performed by team members and raised thousands of dollars for needy Chicago families. Drawing on the idea of using his success to give back, as well as his personal experience with mentors along his journey, Keys created his own foundation to help others. In 1993, Keys founded All Sports Community Service, a nonprofit mentoring and scholarship organization dedicated to helping challenged youth in Tampa achieve their dreams of attending college. Keys teaches his students the idea that the skills learned on the playing field could be parlayed into the field of life. And since 1993, All Sports has assisted hundreds of students obtain millions of dollars in support toward their college education. But an important aspect of receiving help from All Sports Community Service is a commitment to becoming mentors themselves, returning to the community to assist the next generation and carrying on the root to fruit model that he has fostered.
A successful pro career and seeing someone come back to the community and not being what I see on television is, being able to come back with me one-on-one, being like a second father figure to me and helping me do something positive with my life, getting me started, maybe do something he's done, maybe if I'm blessed, to go to the NFL, go to the league or something like that, I hope that I can come back and do some of the same things that he's done.
Foundation, All Sports Community Service.
Someone you know and admire a lot, isn't it?
It sure is. Tyrone Keys has done an incredible job in this area, and it shows it can be done. When so many other people have given up on these kids, Tyrone never has.
And he can always use people's assistance.
Yes, he can.
His welfare is my concern. No burden is he to bear. We'll get there. For I know he would not he ain't heavy. He's my brother. If I'm leaning at all, I'm leaning with sadness that everyone's heart isn't filled with the gladness of love for one another. It's a long, long road from which there is no return. While we're on the way to there, why not share? And the love doesn't weigh me down at all. He ain't heavy. He's my brother. He's my brother. He ain't heavy. He's my brother.
Anytime you can kind of go back to the source of something and actually see it and touch it and feel it and actually know that this existed in this place, it just strengthens your faith.